All right, team, we're back. It's been an exciting week. Holding a speeding ticket in my hand. Got pulled over on my way to Calgary. I might have been in a little bit too much of a hurry. No excuse for that right now. That being said, if you have a look at the Forester, you'll notice she's changed a little bit. Her ride height is absolutely terrible. When I took the car to get it out of province inspected, we found out that the TN coilovers in it had been played with. Someone had blown them, opened them up, and Mickey Mouse sealed them back up and put them all back together. On my drive, I went over a couple of pretty serious frost heaves, and then the suspension started behaving terribly. When I got the car inspected, it failed. I took it to a mate's shop, we went through it, and yeah, 3 out of the 4 coilovers, seals were totally gone, leaked out all their oil. We've put a set of factory OEM struts in it, hence the saggy bottom in the back, which Subaru is known for. What we're going to do is look at rebuilding the TNs and putting them back in, or also alternatively getting a pair of Cusco to work with the sway bars and the other components we have planned for the car. But we are gonna hop in. We've got all the cameras set up on the car and go for a little ride, and I'm gonna tell you about how I purchased the best, worst Forester STI in Canada. It's an adventure today. It's gotten a little bit overcast on us, but hey, it's a day playing with a toy. Those are the best days. I don't care who you are. 90 here, so we'll do 70 up to where she is, and then we'll give it one good boot of the old accelerator pedal to get a good exhaust note when I go by. Team, so 5 things that make it the best. 105,000 kilometers, pretty much immaculate interior, no leaks, no drips, no issues with engine, transmission, and differentials, no physical damage underneath the vehicle at all. And I'd say that genome exhaust is singing us our little lullaby as we come up the hill. Love it. Now for the 5 worst things. The body damage, even though it's insignificant, there's quite a few places on the car that are actually damaged, and as much as no one bit of damage is anything major, it actually adds up to be quite a bit. So the XT front bumper, the body damage, then we have the abortion that is the front skid plate on this car. It is an absolute nightmare. We had to use a dozen tie straps or zap straps, whatever you want to call them, to put it back into place once we had taken it down, because that is what the previous owner had been doing. Then we get to a bit of a big one, the suspension, having whoever had doctored up those TN coilovers. That's absolute bullshit. Come on, people in the car community, let's be better than that. Let's let people know when stuff is damaged. If it is damaged, get off your wallet and change it out. and let's just be kind to each other. Everyone wants to enjoy, you know, your used vehicle or vice versa, so let's treat them a little bit better. And the last thing that makes it the worst is that panel in the back of the boom. That I just don't understand how it got so beaten, and it's not actually the same panel as the North American market JDM or Forester, I should say. So I can't just go to Pick and Pull and grab one off North American market car. So that is the fifth reason why this is the worst car, because I know finding that panel is going to be an absolute nightmare. That has been my best and worst. The rest of this vlog is going to be the father-in-law and I absolutely failing and struggling to install the front and rear sway bars. I just give up at the end and throw the strut braces on myself. I don't think I really take much video footage of that, but everything gets installed. I had issues taking the subframe off, so we did it the hard way, as you will see in the video. Stay tuned, guys, and yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Good afternoon, guys. It is Friday and we are going to install some car parts on the Forester. I got one question. What the hell has happened to the weather? It is absolutely rubbish, you guys. Absolutely rubbish. What we're gonna do is I will get rid of the mother-in-law's Fiat. I will get my car over here, give it a quick spray off, and then we'll get into jacking it up and going after installing the sway bars. It is what it is. It is what it is. And we'll get it cleaned back up once this weather turns for us. But this is about installing sway bars and strut braces so that this car can corner like a bad mofo. And second thought, I think I'm just gonna brush it off. We'll brush all the snow off of it before we bring it in the garage. And me and the father-in-law will just deal with getting our hands a little bit dirty. I'm doing a shit job. I'll get back to doing this. All right, team, the father-in-law and I spared you guys jacking up the car and getting all the tires and rims off. We're gonna let her drip off and dry up a little bit in here before we get underneath and start taking out the front sway bar here and the rear sway bar, which is going to be the easy bit back here. We're back. Rick and I are just getting everything ready, breaking the tools out, and we are going to strip out the rear sway bar first. Well, the car's 15 years old. Hopefully everything breaks easy, but we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Yeah. So I'm just cutting the rear sway bar open, guys. Father-in-law is in underneath, pulling the nuts off the end links, and we will install this one quite easily. The front sway bar I'm not looking forward to. It is quite a bit more work.
Right in the eye.
What's that?
Right in the eye.
So I think it's just a matter of breaking this bolt here, and the same on the other side. Doing the rear sway bar should be pretty easy. I think there's some new bushings that come with it to go in here, but yeah. All right, guys, we got it out. It was a little bit of a mongrel. I thought that the Cusco was gonna actually be quite a bit bigger as far as diameter was concerned, but looking at it, they're identical. I think the difference is that the Cusco is solid chromoly, and this is just cheap, mild steel rubbish. But now that we got it out, we'll put it back in and we'll get into doing the rear strut brace as well. All right, guys, gaining access to the rear strut towers is as easy as pulling this piece of plastic off here. And the way you initiate that move is by just taking your thumb, and popping that off. And when that's popped off there, just grab here with your hand, walk it along like so, and then boom, she's off and you're sorted. You might see a jack in underneath of there. Valuable lesson learned. Don't try to change your rear strut bar out when your car is up on axle stands, because your shock towers will disappear on you halfway through the process. All right, this is much better. We got some light shining in the boot of the wagon here. So I've got the rear strut bar. It is a 12 mil socket to break the three bolts loose on each side. Then we can get our bar installed and make some small adjustments to tension it up. We have been at this front sway bar for ages. It was an absolute nightmare. There's clearance issues right off the top, right in here. Kind of hard to see, but one of the nuts was rounded off and didn't want to come out. And like, this is its position right in here. There's absolutely no space to get any kind of wrenches. Absolute nightmare, absolute nightmare. It's out now though, and putting in the new one should be drama free. And then we can drop the car and get after doing these strut braces and maybe even have a beer. We'll see how she goes.